Spring is here, and the deals are hotter than ever at Shack Shop. Turn heads with stunning bikinis, now on sale. Explore the deep with cutting-edge underwater drones. Gear up for adventure with durable tents for every trip. Ride into spring with unbeatable deals on bikes. Fresh styles, women's fashion, and must-have looks, all discounted. Don't miss the Shack Shop Spring Fling Sale. These prices won't last. Shop now and make this spring unforgettable, only at Shack Shop.
Veteran actor Brian Cox has never been known for holding back his opinions, and in a recent wide-ranging interview, the outspoken star once again proved why he remains one of the most candid voices in the entertainment industry. In a conversation that quickly gained attention across Hollywood circles, Cox delivered sharp critiques of several high-profile actors, directors, and creative figures, naming names and offering blunt assessments that have reignited debates about talent, ego, and artistic integrity. Best known for his commanding role in Succession, Cox used the interview as an opportunity to reflect on his long career, while also expressing frustration with what he sees as overhyped performances and inflated reputations within the film world. A blistering take on Hollywood icons. Among the most headline-grabbing moments was Cox's critique of Johnny Depp. The Scottish actor didn't mince words, describing Depp's work as exaggerated and overly praised. Cox suggested that the level of acclaim surrounding Depp's performances has often outpaced the actual substance of his acting. He even referenced the blockbuster Pirates of the Caribbean series, revealing that he once had the opportunity to be involved, but ultimately declined. Looking back, Cox expressed relief about that decision, implying that the franchise and Depp's iconic portrayal within it did not align with his own artistic sensibilities. Cox also took aim at legendary actor Ian McKellen, his co-star in X2: X-Men United. While acknowledging McKellen's stature and achievements, Cox admitted that his acting style simply doesn't resonate with him personally. It wasn't a dismissal of McKellen's career as a whole, but rather a reflection of differing tastes in performance style. Friction with fellow performers. The outspoken actor didn't stop there. Edward Norton also came under fire, with Cox labeling him difficult to work with. While he didn't dive deeply into specific incidents, the comment reinforces long-standing rumors within the industry about Norton's intense approach and strong creative opinions. Meanwhile, Cox directed particularly harsh criticism toward Kevin Spacey, referring to him in deeply unflattering terms. Though he didn't elaborate extensively, the remark added to the already complex and controversial public perception surrounding Spacey in recent years. Directors and writers not spared. Cox's critique extended beyond actors to include prominent filmmakers and writers. He described Quentin Tarantino as overly flashy, suggesting that his style prioritizes surface-level appeal over deeper substance. Tarantino, known for his distinctive storytelling and stylized violence, has long divided audiences, and Cox's comments place him firmly among the skeptics. Director Michael Caton-Jones and playwright David Hare were also on the receiving end of Cox's sharp tongue, with the actor using colorful language to express his dissatisfaction with their work and personalities. Trevor revisiting award-winning performances. One of the more surprising criticisms involved Gary Oldman and his Oscar-winning portrayal of Winston Churchill in Darkest Hour. Cox himself portrayed Churchill in Churchill, released the same year, and made it clear he was unimpressed with Oldman's interpretation. He dismissed the performance as overly theatrical and designed to win awards rather than deliver an authentic portrayal. While Oldman's performance was widely celebrated and earned him the Academy Award for Best Actor, Cox's comments highlight the subjective nature of acting and the ongoing debate about what constitutes a truly great performance. Casting critiques and creative opinions. Cox also weighed in on casting decisions in modern adaptations, specifically commenting on Margot Robbie being cast in a new version of Wuthering Heights. He suggested that Robbie's appearance might not align with the traditional interpretation of the character Kathy, emphasizing that the role requires a more rugged and unconventional presence. However, Cox tempered his critique by acknowledging that he could be wrong and that the final product might still prove successful. His remarks reflect a broader conversation about how classic literary characters are reimagined for contemporary audiences. The method acting debate. Another key topic in the interview was Cox's ongoing skepticism toward method acting, a technique famously associated with actors like Daniel Day-Lewis. The discussion stems in part from Cox's previous comments about his Succession co-star Jeremy Strong, whose immersive approach to acting has drawn both praise and criticism. Daniel Lewis, often cited as one of the greatest method actors of all time, reportedly responded to Cox's earlier remarks by suggesting he stepped down from his soapbox. When asked whether he had attempted to reconcile or reach out, Cox dismissed the idea, stating that the issue had nothing to do with Daniel Lewis personally. Instead, Cox emphasized that his critique is rooted in a broader philosophical disagreement about acting techniques. He argued that excessive focus on process can detract from the spontaneity and instinct that define truly great performances.
Elaborating on his perspective, Cox pointed to children as an example of natural performers. According to him, children don't overanalyze their actions or search for motivation. They simply exist in the moment and respond authentically. For Cox, this instinctive approach represents the essence of acting. Despite his critique of method acting, Cox made it clear that he respects Strong's talent, calling him a remarkable actor. However, he expressed frustration with what he sees as unnecessary complexity surrounding the craft. Unfiltered and unapologetic. Perhaps the most striking aspect of Cox's interview is his unapologetic tone. At 79, the actor appears unconcerned with maintaining industry friendships or avoiding controversy. Instead, he embraces honesty, even when it risks alienating colleagues. Cox acknowledged that his bluntness may cost him relationships, but he seems to view that as an acceptable trade-off for speaking his mind. In an industry often characterized by diplomacy and careful wording, his candid approach stands out as both refreshing and polarizing. A career built on authenticity. Over the course of his decades-long career, Brian Cox has built a reputation not only as a formidable actor, but also as a thinker deeply invested in the art of performance. From Shakespearean stages to blockbuster films and critically acclaimed television, he has consistently prioritized authenticity over spectacle. His recent comments, while controversial, reflect a broader commitment to artistic integrity. Whether one agrees with his opinions or not, there's no denying that Cox continues to provoke meaningful conversations about what acting truly is and what it should be.